I'm not teaching, I am public learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK test, part 167. Conservative government from 1979 until 1997 or to 1997, part 3. That is on the page 59, are we, while doing leg injury prevention training, and if you participate in the leg injury prevention training, this is at your own risk. So we were more or less through. So technically we want to do a roll down and then look back. Now let's do just conservative government from 1979 until 1997. So Margaret Thatcher was voted in, she was leader for Conservative, and she became in 1997 Prime Minister, and she stayed in that position for 11 years. And during that time deregulation was done so that many investments, insurance and financial services could take a house in London, or could settle in London, could make their center. And shipping, building and coal mining declined, and nationalized industries were privatized again some. And now we're here. We're going actually, will we not get anything more to these 16 years? Because these are 16 years and we're having just 3-4 sentences. In 1982, Argentina invaded the Falkland Islands. So this is a bit about the Falkland War. Argentina invaded the Falkland Islands, a British overseas territory in the South Atlantic. A naval task force was sent from the UK, and military action led to the recovery of the island. So I'm trying now first to look if you can find Cheshire and Lincolnshire. So we're having here actually better map of Britain. Then we have another one. Then we have Ireland. Then we can look at outside map. I want to look if we have a region map. We're having a region map. So let's look if I can find Lincolnshire. Found Lincolnshire. Let's see. Where's Lincolnshire? Lincolnshire. And where's the town called Lincoln? So where's Lincolnshire? Here was Norfolk, and where's Lincolnshire? And where's Lincoln? So we have Lincolnshire, and when somewhere was Cheshire, Leicestershire. Leicestershire is where? What was it we are looking for? Cheshire. Cheshire was because in Jordal Banks did Sir Bernard Lovell build a radio telescope, the biggest when it was constructed, and also still used. That was in Cheshire. But where is Cheshire? Here's Orkney. Here's Orkney. Where we had the Iona Isle, or I don't know, Iona, just Iona, the Isle Iona. And there was the monastery built by Saint Columbia. And there was also Scarborough somewhere there. There's this present village. So I can't find Cheshire so fast. But now we're looking. I found Cheshire East. Greater Manchester, Cheshire East. That would make sense if Cheshire something else would be somewhere else. Yes, Chester. Cheshire West. So here's Cheshire East. The green thing. So that's Cheshire East. And then we're having here Cheshire West and Chester. I can't find Cheshire. But I found Cheshire East. Yeah. And Cheshire West is there. So there's Cheshire West and Chester. And then it's where Chester. Sandburg, Wrexham, Mold, Flintshire, Merseyside. Where's Merseyside? I see Merseyside. Where's Merseyside? But we never talked about it in the book. Okay, we know that now to the Falkland Islands. And yes, Falkland Islands first. On this map, we had Brazil as a larger map here. But it's not like Brazil, the Falkland Islands. I found it. We are completely south. Completely down there. So, this is here. This is the thing seen here on this page. So completely down there. This is South America, and completely there are the Falkland Islands. So this big thing is Brazil. Here we have a country. Here's Brazil. So here's South America. There's Brazil, the green thing. And Argentina is the purple thing. Down here. The Falkland Islands are there. So there. Here's Argentina. And there are the Falkland Islands. And they are British. Here's written Falkland Islands and then UK. West and East Falkland. So there are the Falkland Islands. Another world map. There we again. So down there are the Falkland Islands. Here's Britain. So okay. And there are the Falkland Islands. And we have there was an invasion in, I don't know exactly, I think 1981. And in 1982, Argentina invaded the Falkland Islands, a British overseas territory in the South Atlantic. A naval task force was sent from the UK military action net to the recovery of the islands. So there was the Falkland War, and Falkland War was recovered and is today still now part of the United Kingdom, overseas territory of the United Kingdom. And the people also voted who are living on the Falkland Islands, and an incredible majority of them voted to be longer part of the United Kingdom. So that was that during Margaret Thatcher's era, and then also John Major was Prime Minister after Miss Thatcher, and helped establish the Northern Ireland peace process. So another Prime Minister, John Major. We're having now Winston Churchill, Sir Rupert, I think it was Rupert Whipple, and Wellington, and then Winston Churchill, and Clement Attlee, Margaret Thatcher, and John Major. Have you seen it? Harold Macmillan. Harold Macmillan, he must have followed Clement Attlee. And after Harold Macmillan, I don't know. No, after Clement Attlee was again Winston Churchill. And Winston Churchill was, let's say 1955, 1956, and then mid-50s. That could be then Harold Macmillan. Maybe we have it in the appendix listed. So, we are knowing now where the Falkland Islands are. We are knowing where Cheshire East is, or East Cheshire. We're knowing where Mercia by the Seas, where the Orkney Islands is, and the other thing, Lincolnshire, we know where Lincolnshire is. In Lincolnshire, Isaac Newton and Margaret Thatcher were born. And I think that was basically what we wanted to do. Now we're going to do the whole legs stitching, and we're not going to do anything new. Now, if you're now here to actually for Roald Dahl, then you can go on to the next part where we're going to do Roald Dahl. We're having the leg standing wide apart. If you participate in the leg and training that is at your own risk, you're breathing in and coming down. And breathing out. And breathing in. Out. Breathing in. Out. The last one, breathe in. Out. Breathe in and cross the legs. We're having a good standing leg. The other leg is in the air with a flex foot, and we're swinging out to the side and in front, to the side and in front. The foot is flexed, and the toes are pointing more or less the whole time in front. A few more. And now over to the other leg. The legs with the flex foot in the air. And swinging the leg to the side and in front, to the side and in front. And a few last ones. And our next exercise, have a good standing leg. The upper legs in the air with a flexed foot. And we're bringing the leg in front and back, in front and back. And we're doing that quite fast. A few more. And now with the other foot in the air, flexed foot. And we're bringing the foot in front, back, front, back. A few more, and then we go on with the next exercise. We're bringing one leg up into a right angle, flexed foot, even line hips out the back. We're breathing in. And out, we're bringing the leg to the outside. Breathing in. And out, bring the leg again back in. Out and out. Breathe again in and out time. Bring the leg up. Right angle of the leg, flex foot, even line hips, top of the back. And breathe out, bring the leg to the outside. Breathe again in. Out, back into the middle. And control down. Now on the other side, the leg up, breathe in. Right angle of the leg, flex foot, even line hips, top of the back. Breathe out, leg to the outside. Breathe again in. And out, the leg back into the middle. Control down. And another time, the leg up, breathe in. Right angle of the leg, flex foot, even line hips, top of the back. Breathe out, the leg to the outside. Breathe again in. And out, the leg back into the middle. And control down. The next exercise, one leg up again, right angle of the leg, flex foot, even line hips out of the back. And we're pressing with moderate force from the inside against the knee. Have a little bend in the elbow. Even line hips out of the back. Little bend in the elbow and with moderate force pressing. And over to the other side, the leg up, right angle of the leg, flex foot, even line hips out of the back, and press with moderate force. A little longer. And again down. And our last exercise, the leg up, right angle of the leg, flex foot, even line hips out of the back, and now the knee presses up to the side, up to the side. Even line hips, toward the back, and the knee presses up to the side, and up to the side. A few last ones. Now with the other knee. The knee up, right angle of the leg, flex foot, even line hips out of the back, and the knee presses up to the side, up to the side. A few more. And now just for closing exercise, we're breathing in and out. Okay. And out. Breathe in and close legs and out. Going 1.5 minutes. So it was in Cheshire at Jordal-Banks that Sir Bernard Lovell built the radio telescope. And it was Alan Turing who built the Turing machine. And it was Sir Robert Watson Woods who built the radar. And it was Frankie Kuski who co-discovered the DNA, or who was in the team who discovered the DNA at Cambridge and in somewhere else. And Cambridge and London. And it was John McLeod of insulin. John McLeod insulin co-discovered. John McLeod insulin. Who have we else? Yes, JLB, John Logie Bard television. 1935 first success to test London to Glasgow. JLB, John Logie Bard. Bear. second, 20 seconds. A jet engine, Sir Frank Whittle, in the 1930s. Sir Frank Whittle, jet engine, 1930s. Sir Frank Whittle, jet engine, 1930s. I think we much next time.